Gul'dan!
Your souls shall be mine! For Lordaeron!
I think Call to Arms is a good card. So I'm going to keep it. 4-drop might be okay too, to be honest. Then Mech Warp, yeah, it's kind of a weird hand. I'm going to keep 4-drop too. This is a really weird mulligan. But I think this is fine. Okay, we get another 5. That's not good. Passing on turns 1 and 2 is not necessarily very good.
Job's done.
So not usually what you want to do. Mech Warper, that means this is a 3-drop if it lives, so that's kind of good. Okay, so we just have Mech Warper live, and then... I actually probably do this now. Seems pretty good. Might just Dark Bomb or Doomsayer though, we'll see. Regardless, we probably do just want to go a pop and a beat. Get him for 5. The next turn we can do the Zilliaxing and get him for 8. Yeah, let's do that. Seems good. Oh, never mind. Let's get him for 9. That seems better. Inzy? What's up, buddy? Welcome back to Digital Athletes. You're a real one. Hope you're having a good day, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, dude. Let's play Call to Arms so we can get an Annoyotron or a Regis Protector so we can't trade into this. Gonna hold back on the mini-bot. This is a lot of damage. Yeah, I've kind of realized that. Could have put him to 2. I don't think there's really a benefit to doing that, though. Doesn't really accomplish too much. So I think this seems a little bit better. The odds of me getting a taunt were very high. I would have to roll like Mech Warper, double Glowtron, Mech Warper, and a mini-bot, something like that. You know, because I had 2 Protectors and 2 Annoyotrons in the pool, so it's pretty likely that that was going to happen. Yesterday you fell asleep listening to my stream and you were woken up to me screaming about Malagos or something. That seems pretty average. Double Defile. Dank. That's a dunk play, man. A dank play. It's Called Arms again, so we can get taunts so this doesn't die. Doesn't have Defiles, it's just Hellfire, so into Hellfire the mini-bot's quite good. Because then we have a 2-2 left over, and then Muster for Battle will represent lethal, although Zilliax already will. This just seems like a really tough board to deal with. It's like it. Also means my average draw is really good. So this just seems strong. Thorison, okay, and he's trading for me, thank you. Okay, GG. Trading for us is a big mistake, because now our mini-bots can just go in. And we get to go face for 5 and we're lethal. Let's do it this way, where we go in for the most amount of damage for fun. Overkill by 8. Pretty good game. GG. Why am I in the League of Legends category? Because I was playing League of Legends yesterday and I'm too stupid to change my category. There we go. I should now be in the Hearthstone category. Thank you for letting me know. I do that almost every time I play a different game. Minibot and Feckle seems like an okay mulligan. It's a little bit different than last game where we kind of just like popped off super fast. But I think I'm okay with this. Should say Hearthstone now. Jishan. Shout out to Good Sam. Glowtron's cool because it's magnetic, you can just stick it on and stuff. Really sweet 1-drop. One of the best mechs this deck has, actually. It's kind of weird, you wouldn't think that it would be, but it is. Annoyo module is pretty good as well. I like just playing Feckle because then I can just dump my hand and then get Divine Favor off. It's also kind of hard to use the 3 mana later on. It might not seem like it is, but it actually is quite difficult, I would argue, to use the mana. We might just want to not strap this on because then his Void Color gets popped right away. I also don't think we care because of the magnetic aspect of War Gear, so we get through the Void Lord anyways. So I think we should just be pushing as much damage as we can. I think this seems a lot better. Is Good This Mech Pala better than Mech Hunter? I think it's a pretty strong deck. I don't know if I would say it's better than Mech Hunter or not. I don't think it's very hard to beat Mech Hunter though, and I think Aggro Paladin has a really good spot in the metagame right now. It's gonna go for the Ward through go phase. This seems like it's definitely the best play here. We can play Call to Arms, Glowtron next turn, and then we can go for Divine Favor after. It draws a ton of cards and just be fairly happy about that line of play. Play Siphon Soul now, that's engaging. So that tells me his Sense Team is through another Void Caller and he doesn't want to pull it, basically. Otherwise that play didn't make too much sense. He also shouldn't be Q blocked, it doesn't make any sense in Q block. No, he need a Void Lord. It's very weird that he didn't want to get that out right away, but okay.
Tiger punch.
Converting stored energy.
Kind of sucks he dumped his hand too, because then our double Divine Favor is not that great. I feel like he had to have sideboarded that Siphon Soul, because it's really just not a good card to keep block. And only really get into my deck, because we did play against him last game. So I'm pretty sure he had to have done that, otherwise his play made no sense. Or sorry, otherwise having Siphon Soul in that deck makes no sense. Kangor's is pretty good, in the case that I get my big card. Well, 2 Molten Giants is pretty good, I would argue. So this is nice for us. I could have not traded with my Glowtron, actually. We do have a 9/11 huge shielded mini-bot in here. It's going to be RNG whether we get it or not, of course, but we haven't had a ton of mechs die this game. That's a good mech to get back as well, which is relevant. Most of the time we are just playing Kangor, so I don't think there's really too much else to do here. I want to get wider on board so I can deal with the 1-3s in a more effective manner.
No time for games.
Sylvanas is fine, not really an issue for us. Let's play Kangors. So we do get the 9/11, which means he does get a trade. Which isn't that good for us. But it's still not guaranteed, right? Like, he can't even clear this if it's, so it's not like... It's not to say that he's gonna get a big minion, and we also have this for some reach. We have Divine Favor to draw a little bit more. 2 Shredders for recommit. And really just like a board with over 30 damage on it, which is pretty nuts. Hey, Shaman. Okay, so he's probably gonna Hellfire now if he's gonna do that. Clear off all the little ones and take a big card for sure. If he gets the Shielded Mini-Bot, we most certainly lose. If he gets one of the Molten Giants, we still win if he goes for the Hellfire line. If he runs Godfrey and Siphon Soul in his Q-Block deck, somebody help him, please. If you're putting Siphon Soul, Sylvanas, and Godfrey all in a Q-Block deck, you really need some help. That is all I'm going to say about that. Also, if you can't count then, if he just plays Godfrey, he'll get my mini-bot, so... Maybe he's taking time to do some math here, but he does just get it with Sylvanas. Looks like it's going to be a Hellfire, and that's fine, so he just goes and tries to take the mini-bot here. Defile. Okay, Defile is not bad. 5, and now it's a flip. Sometimes lucky.
We're gonna be rich.
And Reno. Actually, a Reno lock. That's interesting. Okay. Makes this entire deck make a little bit more sense. So this already has taunt, so I can just like double strap it on. I think that's probably my best play. He's played Siphon Soul already. So we just make the biggest minion we can. 16, 15, little guy. You would need like Mortal Coil, Hellfire, Double Trade to clear here.
Darkness.
So he's not Reno Lock. Is anybody else confused? This guy's deck seems absolutely terrible.
Weapons ready.
So if he has Death Knight or N'Zoth, we lose, almost certainly, and there's nothing we can do about that. But I don't know, I think we're just getting memed at this point, to be honest. The coin Siphon Soul is so bad, and the fact that he runs Reno is terrible as well. So we don't get through Mal'Ganis easily. He has to trade 2, so that's fine, but we don't really deal with the card. He can draw Tareem. I don't really want to muster, I think I'm just going to take the 4 cards and see what we get. Neck Warper, muster again. Replicating Menace is okay. Call to Arms. So we didn't get Ziliax or Tareem, which were the two that we wanted, so it's kind of unfortunate, but can't do too much about it.
Which path to
Hurry up! Port online!
Ooh, another mech. That's gonna dank. Strap this on here, clear the Mal'Ganis, so just probably hero power.
Repent!
You can't hero power, sorry. Playing the Mech Warper gave him second defile. I'm not sure if he's gonna be running that though. Again, it's kind of just up to Gul'dan now. If he has that, we certainly lose again. I guess we don't certainly lose with Tareem, but like we're not really winning, right? The hero power is just too good. Wow, we actually won. Holy shit, I can't believe that. This deck is nuts, man. You can see how big that mini-bot got? Reno and Mechathune Warlock too, but it's just like... What?
for Lordaeron.
I'm not going to keep the Molten. I think we're going to go for Muster on 3, Coin Called Arms on 4, then Wargear on 5. Should be the line. Okay, well I guess we're getting a Molten Giant. That's fine. Also, if you guys see the thing down here, I am doing a charity stream today. It's for the DREAM program, and basically the charity is helping children that are in lower income housing be able to afford to do activities, I believe. One of my teammates, George, I believe his name is, he plays Satisfyer, is doing this yearly, and he joined the team this year, so he asked if anybody wanted to get in on it and help out, and I thought it would be kind of cool to participate and try to raise some money for charity. So that's what we're doing today. Cannon shots are really bad with this. I think I should just clear the pirates off with Muster. And being Pirate Warrior kind of changes most of the stuff in the gear I want to do in this matchup. But yeah, that's a little bit about that and why that's there. You can type in !charity in chat if you're interested in checking out the website and seeing a little bit more about it. Okay, upgrade's fine, so it's probably going to go into the 2-1. The buckshot goes face, that's fairly unlikely for him, and unlucky. And he decides to go face. So, I guess there's nothing really that I can strap on turn 3 other than another Glowtron, so I don't necessarily think that's a very bad play from him. Okay. We can go down to 5, some Molten Giant's still not playable. We can't clear everything, we should probably just clear the cannon here.
You will be purged. The battle. The
Call to Arms is going to be really backbreaking because I've drawn 2 cards that cost less than 2 that don't say taunt on them. And really, this is the card that ends up beating him. Muster for battle is just good so the cannon shots don't destroy the little board I had. But really, the backbreaking one is going to just be the call. Face, he goes face, he goes face. I gotta play Molten Giant, I gotta play a Shredder, I gotta trade. But we are really low and gonna die to any extra damage next turn. So it'd be really nice if you get a card that says taunt. Now you're trying to Orc Protector. Sometimes lucky, wow. Let's trade. Let's trade. Let's play the Giant. That's another Tron. That's hero power. Should do that. And I should swing with my face. Maybe not, because then Spellbreaker just kills me. I might not even want to trade there. This could be Spellbreaker because it's been in his hand all game and he hasn't played it. So I don't think that going face is really worthwhile. And I also think that after the death battle goes, I still get a trade. So I think that going face makes more sense. And I'm going to swing face too. Okay. So the Annoyantron is a good draw, but it means that the odds of me getting just straight taunts is a little bit lower. Most of the time I still will get one. It would be very unlikely if I didn't. As out of a pool of 3, 6, 7 minions, I have 3 taunts. So out of the 3 outcomes that I have, 3 out of 7 times I'll get a taunt, then there's going to be 6 left, so it'll be 3 out of 6, then a 3 out of 5. And most of the time I'll win once, at least. If we don't, it's going to be a tough game, but we should be fine, I think. Because we really just need that with the Molten Giant on board, and then we kind of just win and live and get there. Been a pretty good curve for the Pirate Warrior though, definitely an above average hand, nothing to really complain about for him. Other than that Annoyantron, okay. So So this game is going to come down to whether we do roll a taunt off of this or not, and we actually have a Noyo module, so we do have a guaranteed taunt here actually, so we should probably just take advantage of that and use it. Because he can't play Shield Breaker plus Arcanite Reaper in the same turn, which then means we win. So we should do this. Trade here with 2-1. Should play the taunt onto the 2-1. We should trade here. So we play around Shield Breaker plus damage. Now I don't have 2-turn lethal, but I can roll the Call to Arms again, which is pretty good. Why does he keep on punching face with this hook versus a Paladin? Because I'm in a position where I have to trade, that's why. I can't really abuse the fact that he's not trading. So I'm not sure if he's just a brain dead Pirate Warrior or if he's a smart one. It's hard to say. So it's 12. I have 12 plus 5, which is 17. He's at 18, so I don't have lethal here. So if we don't have lethal, we should be playing Call to Arms for more taunts. Okay, we got 2 taunts. So we don't have to trade now, we can just go for this. He doesn't get 3 board, this is a win. Good game. Putting him at 1 really risked like Shield Breaker plus Heroic Strike or something. Pretty low odds of losing there, but it still was relevant and we could have still lost, so we're fine. Good game.